Hey, what is going on, everybody? Justin Augustine here, and we're back. We're back for another podcast episode with Choose to Be You. And on today's episode, we got Carla Aristi. Um, Hopefully, I'm pronouncing it right. That's her at name, Carla Aristi. You'll see her in a little bit. She's a very down to earth, genuine, certified personal trainer. Today, she's going to be talking about her journey, how she got into the whole fitness thing. Not only how she got into the whole fitness thing, the people she's helped, what their journeys have been like, the type of people she does help, and much, much more. So I'm very, very excited to get her on here. So I'm going to go ahead and request to join her now. If I haven't already said, happy Monday to you all. Happy Monday. Today's a good day. Wherever you're at in Florida, it's raining. Raining. Not the best, but rain does some good things for the environment, you know? I'm gonna go ahead and get her on here. Guys, if you do not keep up with the podcast already, make sure the recent episodes, we have a ton of them. So far, I think might be number 7, and we're going to consistently keep on doing more. We're in the works with some cover photos of our new podcast, and we're going to have this distributed across a bunch of different platforms. You see Beast Mode in the chat. He's going to be he actually partnered up with Choose to Be You as well as myself in doing the podcast. So we're going to have a ton of guests on here. So hopefully some episodes we can get all three, me, Adrik, and the guest. But we're just going to keep on waiting until Carla gets in here. I just requested her. I'll request her one more time. Another thing, if you guys haven't kept up already, we do have some merchandise. Carla has been modeling and modeling in the merchandise, and we do have some other people modeling it as well. Check our page. We're going to have a nice product video coming out soon, and it's going to be run as an ad. So pick up the merchandise while we still have it. We're going to be making new ones in the future. Here, Carla's unable to join. Whoa! Life wouldn't be anything without technical difficulties, you know? Technical difficulties is what makes the good times even better. Okay, Carla's in here. We're just trying to get her on. Hopefully it's not my connection. Do I sound good? Hopefully I sound good. If I don't, please someone tell me. Someone. Is anybody out there? Okay, let's see. Carla, can you hear me? Carla, can you hear me? Me versus me merch. Carla actually modeled one of the Me versus Me merchandise. She's in here. She waved. I waved back at least. Okay, I'm good. Thanks, Beast Mode. Carla, I'm going to try and invite you again. Okay, that looks like a heart from Carla. Oh my gosh, the guests are just rolling in. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Get Lit with Becca. I appreciate it. Glad my audio's all right. Guys, this might be one of the best podcasts ever. I'm not trying to talk down our recent ones. Oh, you can't join. What's going on? What's going on? It says Carla's unable to join. That's very odd. Wonder why. Hopefully, let's see. Carla, can you try moving? I don't know. Different location, maybe different spot. Okay, she just sent. I think she's on. I think she's getting on. Wait. Yes!
Hi!
Whoa!
Oh my god.
Okay,
Okay.
awesome.
Make sure you guys can see me. Just my
Perfect.
hair.
Hey guys, technical difficulties happen. Carla was actually just putting on the new and improved C2B Me versus Me merchandise. So let's give her a round of applause. I got only one hand. But anyways, let's get this podcast started. Carla, I did give a short introduction about yourself, but I'm sure you can give a much better one. Tell the people about yourself, who you are, what you're about.
Well, I'm a personal trainer in Florida. I do online training, I do in-person training, and I love being outside.
Right now it's raining in Florida if you guys
Yeah.
are not from here. And the weather's not that bad, right? It's a
No,
bit
it's not
worse.
horrible. I mean, we need the rain because
Of
the
course.
grass is like brown. It's not even green anymore.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's half. it's raining most of the time, and or not raining most of the time. It's sunny most of the time, but when it's raining, it gets really bad. So the grass is dark, and it's like, what's the point? But yeah, best one in Florida. Um,
Oh,
but Carla, you mentioned you're a certified personal trainer, so I guess
yes.
let's just go there. Let's start there. Why did you get into personal training? Was there anything that you were struggling with? What was the main thing that
Oh,
motivated you to do that?
well, first off, prior to being a trainer, I was passionate about health and fitness. Can you guys hear me, by the way?
Yeah, I can
Okay.
hear you again.
All right. So I was already passionate about health and fitness. I was already helping people. I had already had my own personal journey. I grew up being the fat kid,
Mm.
and but I was a happy fat kid though. I did not care about being fat.
Right, right.
Um, so I helped people just in college, everywhere I went, everybody I worked with. It was just always like I would always help somebody with their health and fitness journey. It was almost like I was just gravitated to doing that,
Hmm.
and I was doing it for free. So then after a while, I was like, hey, I really, really love this. I have a lot of fulfillment from this. I feel very excited whenever I do this, and it brought me purpose and it helped me to connect with other people. So I quit my job. I had a full time job that had really great benefits. That if you ask anybody, they'll be like, I would not quit that job. But
Right.
I was like, I've been doing this for 3 years. I'm working my butt off and sacrificing my time for something that I'm not really passionate about. So I
Hmm.
quit and I took the risk, and here I am.
Sheesh. So I guess from that transition from you quitting your job to doing personal training full time, what was that like, or what were you going through when you were working, and were you doing training on the side? Like,
um,
how was that going?
so originally, I started doing personal training on the side. I was doing online challenges already, and I was working full time. And then when I told them the news, I started doing part time with them for a few months, and
Hmm.
so I can transition to a full time trainer. It was really tough. It
I
was
bet.
extremely hard. I mean, it wasn't like flowers, pretty, like you just come out of a full time job and you just get like clients raining on you. It was really hard emotionally, mentally, but it was like a really happy moment for me. So I had a vision, I had a mission in mind, and I just didn't really. I just knew that things would come through and that everything would eventually come to fruition
Oh,
because
that's
I
awesome.
knew that as long as you're, putting in the work, the action behind it, and your heart, your thoughts, I feel like as long as that's in the right space, then you're going to succeed no matter what.
Right, I agree. I actually like applaud you for that because like that transition alone, that's it's tough. It's a tough transition. You're going
Yeah,
from something consistent, a consistent income, a consistent
yeah.
40 week hours a week, etc. And like you said, benefits, and you're going to, hey, I got to get my own people. I got to make my own money. I got to find my own people. And it's not obviously just about that, but I mean, we in America we hold that very strongly. I'm sure in other countries too is how we get by.
Yes.
Is those jobs, and it makes me think. You said there was some tough things you were going through. I'm sure other people probably could relate if there's something else that they want to do that they're probably holding off because of the comfort of the job. But what were some of the tough things that you're going through that
Um,
transition?
well, obviously, financially, I took a huge pay cut
Right.
completely. Like, it was like literally like the part of me that has always been like responsible, that has always been like, oh, like you got to pay everything. Um, that part of me was like adventure side. Like, I'm going
Uh,
to just quit it. I'm going to wing it. I'm going to work my butt off doing something that I enjoy. And you don't see the fruit right away.
right.
So it's frustrating, but it's always worth it. I don't
Hmm.
think I've ever heard anybody say, like, I really wanted to do this and I tried it and then it was something because I feel like everybody has like a specific mission,
I agree.
and if you consistently have a thought and a feel in your heart, and you continuously have this pressing on you, no matter what you do in life, that's your mission.
Right.
So I just knew I had a mission. I was like, all right, bet I'm out. I'm doing this. I'm jumping in. And I don't regret it because I've learned so much. I've grown so much as a human, and I'm still growing and I'm still bettering myself, but also at the same time, impacting others. And that's
Right.
probably the biggest reward that I get out of it.
I can see that. Wow. I think it takes a lot of courage. I
Yeah,
can tell you that. It takes a lot of courage. You almost, and you made me laugh. I was laughing in my head because when you talked about the main thing, you being such a good financial person, right? Me,
that
I
was
say,
huge for me. Like,
oh yeah,
oh,
same. It's like, okay, am I saving? I'm bringing
mm-hmm.
in, I'm saving this amount and I'm paying my bills. I'm all good. And, I'm consistently good. Now it's
Yeah,
like all your logic about money, you have to
yep,
throw it out the window because, hey, I hold this, this passion that I have, I hold this as more important as
right,
money right now at the moment, but it's going to
right.
come.
Yep, you just gotta have. You watching the hype?
Not yet.
All right, I'm not gonna spoil it for you, but
Don't spoil it, please.
you just have to be patient and have faith.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can tell me a little bit, or are you just going to leave it like that?
Well, literally just that. You're gonna see the movie. You're gonna be like, oh, that's what she was talking about.
All right,
Not
all
what
right.
I just
That's
said.
all I need. All right,
That's it.
perfect. Sheesh. So, Carla, how long have you been training? At least, how long have you been doing this?
It's been 3 years now.
3 years. Wow. How, does it feel long?
It feels like longer. It feels like I've been doing this for a long, long time. It's only been
Mm-hmm.
3 years since I quit. I said, and the funny thing is, like, that was the year before the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know.
Which is good. I was like, you didn't want to start that during the pandemic. I mean, he'll be like, wait, you want to start training
I'm
me?
going back.
Exactly.
I'm going back. Can
I'm
you hire me again, please?
I'm happy you stuck with it. I'll say that's big.
Yeah.
Do you know anyone that hasn't? Like the pandemic hit, they jump ship, or know that many people that do that.
I can't think of anything specifically that I know that did that, but I do know for sure that a lot of people that maybe were pursuing a side hustle during the
Hmm.
pandemic, like they dreamed of having the side hustle as their main hustle. And I think it became more of like, wait, I need
Yeah,
a
I got a
security. I need
right reality
security.
check.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
pandemic hit a lot of people. You know,
yes.
I think let's just say they delayed our launch. You know, but always good things always come out of these obstacles that we face. So
Oh, yeah.
definitely grateful over anything, bad or good.
100%. Yes.
Carla, this leads into the next question. It's
Yes.
about training, but it's more specifically about you have this powerful statement in your bio. If anyone has not checked out Carla's bio, just check it out again. She probably
Check it
updated
out.
it. She updated it recently. I don't know how recent. I'm not saying I keep up with it, 24/7, but she definitely updated recently, and it's a very powerful statement. It's how would you say helping others unleash their warrior within.
Yes.
I guess tell me how you came up with it, and then what does it mean?
All right. Not to be a copycat, but
Go
one
ahead.
time I was listening to Tony Robbins, and he always said, unleash the power
The
within.
power within. Hmm.
And so I've always been into warrior. I feel like my whole life when I was little, I always wanted to be in like fight movies. Like I'm not a violent person, but like I always envision myself in war with weapons, with like fighting,
Hmm.
and I feel like it's a lot. It has a lot to do with who I am as a person. I'm a fighter. I don't quit. I don't give up. I'm very persistent. Since I was a little girl, I've always been about whatever I want to do. I throw myself in, and I feel like what really makes me succeed is not necessarily whatever result I get, but the confidence that I gain each time that I try something that's outside of my comfort zone. So unleash the
Right.
warrior within for others is, I guess, helping others understand that there is already power in them. There is already a fighter. We were
Right.
all fighters. We're all fighters. We're all born to do great things. But sometimes we go through life, beat down, and we don't realize what's inside of us. We just have to take it out and
Right.
live on that power. that
Right.
warrior mindset. Like no matter what happens in life, you're gonna fight through. You're gonna get through it.
Wow. I definitely say inspire. I can see how that was inspired by Tony Robbins. I once you said Tony Robbins, I was like, and I thought of the book, and I was like, oh, oh,
Yeah.
what? He also has like Awaken the Giant with it, something like that. But that specifically, hey, you twisted it. It's yours.
Yeah,
Honestly,
it's
let's
mine.
just act like Tony Robbins didn't even make it up. He stole it from Carla,
He
but
did
he took it.
in my other
Um,
life.
but I guess what you were saying, this is like what the main thing that stick with me. What you mentioned, I'm sure if anyone looked up, hey, what's a warrior's character like? A lot of those things that you mentioned like seem very similar. Like they sound like almost exactly that what a warrior is. So like I guess how did you think of the word? Like what made the word just pop up into my head, warrior?
Um, I've always thought of myself like a lion,
Right.
and
I get the hair. Or no.
so I think like warrior. I'm always like so fascinated by warriors, and I've always loved. I know Romans were the greatest people on earth,
Mm,
but I feel like they were at some point great, and because of their fall, that's another topic. But
right.
the great thing about the Romans and how they fought and how organized they were and how unified the Roman Empire was. And I just always got fascinated about warriors. And I've always thought of myself like I am a warrior. No matter what happens, I'm going to get back up. Even if I
Right.
fall for a while, I'm going to get back up.
Right.
And I've
Oh,
seen the
that's
movie
great.
300, so
Inspired by 300, Tony Robbins. Oh, that's great. That's great. I think the Warrior specifically is actually crazy. I don't know. It was maybe 2 years ago. Okay, inspired by Carl. Let's just say that. I wanted a Warrior tattoo because I looked at the meaning, but I don't know if I'm gonna get it still. But I still resonate with the meaning of it. They go until they can't. Like they go until they can't anymore. It's
mm,
really that resilience that I relate with, and that just power to keep pushing that
yes,
I really like it. Like it, I feel good about it, and I haven't seen 300 in a while, but it's war,
yes.
it's war. That's
It's like
really
it's like the heart. It's more the heart because you want to quit, you want to stop. Like it is a lot to take on, but it's your heart. It's say the heart of like sometimes people say, oh, that person has heart. Like they got
right,
heart. It's because they won't quit. Like they're gonna keep going no matter what happens.
right. That's that warrior spirit.
Yes.
Sheesh. No, I love it. I love it. I guess how did you find out, or how did you unleash your warrior within? Where did that come from, or what inspired that?
I think it was when I started doing everything that I was scared to do, that I was uncomfortable to do. I just kept doing things that I was really uncomfortable about, like not necessarily like weird things,
Right,
but it takes a lot of courage to talk to people, to sell a product to people
right,
that you created or that you believe in. It takes a lot of courage to do that because this world is cruel.
it
It's
was
brutal
tough.
out here. It's tough. So I think I just kept on doing things I was scared of. I started doing public speaking. I started joining things that I would have never thought of joining. I would started doing everything that made me fear. I started doing, and I started just doing it. And
Right.
I became more and more confident about doing certain things to the point that because I used to be really timid when I was
Hmm.
younger, and to a certain extent, like with certain people. But I feel like I always had that in my mind. Like I'm just shy. Like I can't talk to people. I can't talk in front of people. Like how am I supposed to finish all these dreams I have because I'm scared to talk to people. I'm
Right.
scared, and I just continue to do things outside of my comfort zone, and I always lived outside of it. And I realized that by doing that, I became like I don't know, like very courageous and
Hmm.
doing things while I was fearful all day. Like I
Oh
was doing
wow.
it, even if I had the fear of doing it, and I didn't look like I was fearful, but I was
Right. Right.
inside, like oh my god, like I can't believe I'm doing that. And I remember even doing the challenges when I started doing them. I remember the first challenge I did had like so many people in it, And
Mhm.
every night when I would go to bed, I didn't think it was real. I was like, I can't believe that
Wow.
this is real. I can't believe that people actually are looking up to me. I can't believe that people are actually learning from me. I can't believe that they believe in me.
That was
And
powerful.
that at night was like weird. I was like, is this real? Like, am I really doing this? And that made me, it pushed me. I don't know. Yeah.
Wow. No, that's powerful. I like it's just tough. It's tough because there's a lot of great points you're hitting, and I'm like, it's like my brain's trying to grab all of them so I can keep up just to recite them. But one of the things that I just took and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna hold this, and I definitely have to share what you just said is that
Totally.
there was one point in time when you're doing public speaking, and you mentioned that it's like, how am I supposed to share what I got? Like to other people if I'm not going to do this. And that's what fear is in most instances. It's like it's like that barricade that tries to block us from what we really should be doing and want to do, um, but don't are just uncomfortable about the topic. And you just mentioned it right now is we are all going to have fears. We're all going to be uncomfortable about something, but you just do it anyway
Yes,
and
that's the motto. Like, you're fearful, but do it anyway.
do it anyway.
Yes.
You're going to have it. Everyone's going to have it. It's like the person that even looks the most composed. You're probably
Yep.
scared, scared inside. I'm not gonna lie.
I didn't know I could filter myself. Sorry, I'm sweating so much. I'm glistening right now.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. Definitely. I was like, maybe I should put AC. Well, I was like, no, I'm gonna have to go through the sweat. The humidity of Florida. Aren't you outside? You're outside, right?
I'm sweating so much, but it's okay. This is
Are you outside?
the most silent place in my house, so I need to do it outside.
I was like, I, there's no other place. You do it inside, you're gonna have the AC running. If you
Yeah.
do it outside, the humidity of Florida is gonna beat you down. So,
I mean,
yeah, lying. But we're not gonna make Carla sweat to death, um, guys. So, but we are gonna talk about how she's maintaining this composure while she's almost sweating, nearly sweating her shirt off. But
I'm okay.
okay, that's great. That's great. Okay, so we talked about you because this podcast is about you, but we are gonna still talk about you in a way. I guess how do you help or let me word this in a better way. So the people you do help, the people that join your challenges, the people you train, the people you coach, what do they struggle with before they come to you? And I guess how do you help them unleash their warrior within?
I think consistency is a huge one. Confidence, um, definitely nutrition. I mean,
Of
that's like
course.
a given. But
Right.
I think deeper than that, I think it's a disconnection
Mm-hmm.
with a healthy lifestyle that includes eating like good foods that you enjoy, but you can still eat healthy and it's
Right.
fun, and exercising.
Mm-hmm.
And I think my biggest goal with my clients is I want them not to need me,
Mm-hmm.
because I feel like if I train somebody the right way, if I give them the right tools to help me to make
Okay.
it fun, which led to consistency. Okay, there we go.
Whoa, testimonial.
So, I think like the biggest thing for me is I want people to enjoy being healthy because it is fun and it's about like the quality of life that you're living. And I enjoy being healthy. I enjoy exercising. So I want them to enjoy it too. I don't want them to feel uh, punished, like,
Mm-hmm.
oh my gosh, I had a chocolate this weekend. And I'm like, great, I'm glad you had a chocolate, girl. Like,
Right.
like you have to have your treats,
Chocolate's good. Yeah.
right? So I think I'm glad Rebecca brought that up because it's true. I do really want people to have fun and enjoy it, but I do remind them and be realistic about it and be like, it's not going to be easy, and you can't really focus so much in the little things like being so concerned about like how many pounds you lost in a week. Yes, we
Right.
are going to get there, but long term, how are we going to live?
Right.
How are you going to be after we're done training? I want to know about that
Mm,
because I want you to be independent. I actually had a few clients who turned into trainers, and I'm really, really proud of them
wow.
because I feel like it makes me proud I'm like, damn, like if I was a bad trainer, I don't think that they would turn unless they turn into
Right.
a trainer to be like, I'm gonna be the best. I'm gonna be a good trainer. But no, like for the most part, it makes me really proud of them because they found something that they enjoy, and I was some way somehow a part of that, and I'm like so happy for them. And then I can see them having their own spotlight, having their own healthy lifestyle, having their routine. I mean, I'm like so proud of them. I want them
Right.
to have that. That's what I want to help people to,
Oh,
I
that's
guess,
awesome.
develop that I can do anything I set my mind to, as long as I, do the action. I take action.
Right. That's awesome. You literally made someone so passionate about their health and their fitness that they just became trainers. That's insane. Hey guys, if you haven't, check out her page. Very genuine. Very some powerful stuff there. Ladies, she's gonna talk about it more at the end, but she's got a great challenge going on.
Yes.
And that's crazy because I think it's there's always this negative stigma with health or healthy eating, right? The healthy eating, it has to be what greens, it has to be salad. Not saying that you're not going to eat that, but that's not saying it's going to be bad either, and that's
It's
not saying that you can't have anything else.
Yeah, like it's fun to eat healthy because you feel better and you have better energy and your
Right,
mind is better, your heart is somewhere else that's better too. So,
right. The actions alone will make you feel great. Um,
yeah.
and you mentioned such a strong point, and it's crazy because I think that was my biggest mistake. If anyone hasn't known, most people don't. I used to do coaching for a while, and that was the biggest mistake I made. Was not in the beginning. I started doing it near the end, but near the end, that was when I stopped doing it as often. So it's like I realized it too late. I worked with too many people already to realize it was too late. And what Carla mentioned was that she's helping people create a lifestyle and help them do it so they don't need her and they won't have to rely. You do not want to have or work with someone, and it's no offense, but you don't want to work with someone that you have to need them. Maybe if you it may be accountability, that's all obviously that's very helpful, but you don't want to have to need and constantly go back to someone. Hey, once I stop training with Carla, I go back to a terrible state, or I go back to how I was before.
Right.
She's helping create a lifestyle out of it and a habit, rather than just, hey, follow this plan. Once you're done, you got your results, and go away. Well, they don't follow the plan and they don't get the results. That was one of the toughest things I realized, and I was like, dang, I messed up. You know, I
But
didn't
you
help
could,
people create a lifestyle.
yeah, but you always learn from your mistakes. I mean,
Of
there
course,
isn't anything that you don't, the only thing that is bad is when you make a mistake and you just
right,
don't learn from that.
right, exactly. Glad I learned. Definitely,
Yeah.
definitely.
That's a good lesson.
um.
So,
Oh yeah. When did you learn that one? At least,
um,
or you
hmm.
always did?
I don't think I always did. I think I didn't always know it. I actually feel like even though my first challenge was, um, it turned out to be like a great like success. I feel like I was a little bit too strict,
Right.
and I think that people can only take that for so long. I mean, unless they're going to do a competition or
Yeah,
they want to
that's
do it
true.
for a little bit, that's okay. That's cool. But I think the first challenge, I mean, it was for a period of time, so it's not like they were like 100%. And I did get a lot of messages from people that really like switched to better habits.
Mm,
But at that time, I wasn't really aware, or I wasn't like intentionally coaching people into the direction of, I really want this to be a lifestyle for you. I think
right,
maybe I mentioned it, but I think I was being a little bit too strict.
right. Like too into details in a way. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, you didn't eat. It's like,
Right.
okay,
Like, no, 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 no. You can't eat sugar in your coffee, Timmy. You can do that, Timothy. And, then you realize, like, hey, like, if they really cannot not do the sugar in coffee, where can we take the sugar away from? Like, can
right,
we let them live? It's just a cup of coffee. Like, maybe we're going to do one spoon. Maybe we're going to, like, take away from something else. So
right.
I learned that. I learned that, thank God.
No hard feelings, Timothy. If you worked with Carla in the past and
Yeah.
she was really strict with you.
Uh,
I got people like that too, so sorry, everyone.
Sorry to all the Timothys in my life that I was too strict with. I didn't mean it. I really intentionally did not mean it.
All right, that's perfect. That's perfect. All right, Carla, we're not going to keep you sweating any longer. We just got one last question. It's a powerful question. It's a question everyone here who's watching, or everyone who rewatches, or everyone who's watching after we post it. Um, what does the best version of you look like? What does the best version of Carla look like?
Hmm. I think the best version of me is going to be happy person that is just focused in her own lane and that is given herself with boundaries to others, helping out other people. Um, just happy, well, financially free, definitely. Hey,
Hey, hey.
but definitely someone who is genuinely happy and fulfilled and is literally going after whatever she wants. I think that's the best version of me.
I love that. Love it. I love it. Hey guys, if you haven't already, you better ask yourself that question. What does the best version of you look like? Because
Yes.
that's one of the most powerful questions you can ask. Um, and also another powerful question is why. But that's the powerful question of today. Carla, is there anything you got going on, anything you got coming up that you want to let the viewers know?
Yeah, we have I have a 45-day challenge. It starts next week. It is for women only. I'm sorry, guys. We always get guys like, "Can I join, please?" And I'm like, "No, it is for." And nothing against guys at all. This is just my thing. And so it's for women's only. It's for 45 days. Starts on Monday of next week. And I have all the information that people may need on my bio. We're going to help people with meal guides. We're going to help them with weekly exercises, both gym and home. And we're going to have 3 coaches there. So they're going to literally have all the support they need. We're going to do one-on-one sessions with them. I mean, it's everything you need.
Oh, that's perfect. So,
Yep.
guys, if you ever heard, go to her page. Her page is also going to be in the freaking comments.
Yes.
Ask questions,
Just go to
Carla,
my
all the
page.
questions.
DM
Yeah,
me, send me a message. Don't be shy. I'm like, just talk to
yeah.
me and I would answer any questions. No commitment.
Perfect. Perfect. Guys, this has been an awesome episode. I can't wait for another one. Um, hopefully we can get to more details on the fear because fear is such a big topic. I can't wait to talk more
Yes.
about that one.
We can talk about that
I
for a
actually
long
wanted to
time.
ask more questions, but I was like, at this point, Carla's gonna have to take 2 showers if it gets this bad. But outside,
I'm so sweaty. Oh my God.
no
It's
one can
also
tell.
humid. So, okay, good,
Yeah.
good.
Guys, go hit Carla up. Go message her. This has been, I think, the 7th or 6th episode of the Choose Be You podcast. Thank you for coming on, Carla. We can't wait to have
Thank
you
you
more
so much
times
for
in the
having me.
future.
Yes.
Of course, always. Guys, if you haven't already, go ahead and check our Instagram out. Check out some of the content we got going on. Like I said, Carla's is going to be down below. If you already know it, go ahead and join or follow her. She got great, genuine content, and she wears great, genuine merchandise.
I
Yeah, I
do.
slept in the promo. She's wearing the Me versus Me merch, so it's in our bio. Go
And
ahead
I've
and
worn
check
this
it
shirt so many times this summer. I literally was like, this is gonna be my favorite shirt all summer. I literally
out.
wear it every single week and I sweat it and I wash it and I wear it and I sweat it and I wash it.
Gee Willies. Gee Willigers. We're gonna have to send her another one.
Yeah, because the fibers, when you sweat a lot, you know what happens.
Yeah. Don't you don't gotta tell people. No, I'm just playing. But thank you, Carla. We're glad you're a part of this community. We're glad you're part of this episode. We can't wait to have you again. If you got any other crazy topics, feel free to message us.
Yes,
You know,
we need to talk about other stuff.
yes, of course.
Thank you
Becca,
guys so much.
BBB gets fit. Beast mode. All everyone who's watching this podcast. If I haven't said your name, I'm sorry. We appreciate you. We can't wait to see you in the next one. Peace.
Bye.